maybe she's gone too far with her sexuality and utilizing it to sell this new era, this new project.
I don't discriminate whether you're married, 18 or 80. I'll take anybody.
3 women. 1 espresso, 1 bar of soap with a hole in it, and 1 literal petting zoo. Is it empowerment? Is it a grab for attention? Should we be concerned? Probably a little of all. Today we're going to play doctor and diagnose the empowerment epidemic that is going on right now with 3 women. Excuse my dogs in the background. They're adorable, so let them play.
Guys, calm down.
But seriously, is flashing your skin female freedom? Because literally the other day I opened Instagram and I literally saw a woman taking off her shirt and all that was covering her little nips was tape. That was on Instagram. How is that on Instagram? Guys, stop it. Stop. I wanted to see nails. The hell? So we got kind of 2 sides here. We've got the performative side, the side that's really woke, really, this is female empowerment, I can do what I want with my body. And we got the other side, the clutching pearl side, the chronic clutching pearl side. They have imprints on their hands for how hard they're clutching their pearls. And I think there's problems on both sides. Y'all all are crazy. Hello, strangers of the internet. I'm Laurel. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to talk about what I said earlier in a very dramatic tone. There's a bit of an epidemic going on here, and I think it's pretty funny, and I think we should talk about it. We got 3 women we're going to talk about today: Sabrina Carpenter, Bonnie Blue, and Sydney Sweeney. Let's start with Sabrina Carpenter. If you like her music, you're like me. I like her music. She's great. I'm not a hardcore fan though. I do not know everything there is to know about Sabrina Carpenter. However, from my point of view, people are upset about a certain album cover. I'm not gonna put it on here because I'm not risking that with YouTube today. No, sweetie.
I don't know what you're not getting about this. She's on her hands and knees, ironically. The guy is grabbing her by the hair as a joke. I don't even know the full picture yet. It could zoom out. It could be like Kamala Harris grabbing her by the hair, and that's feminism. What happened to media literacy? What happened to reading in between the lines? What happened to art? I don't understand how you're so stupid. You think Sabrina Carpenter would ever sexualize herself? She's never done that. I know she does the poses for Juno, and I know she's usually wearing lingerie on stage, and I know that she opens her act with a towel coming off of her, but that's different. This time it's ironic. How do you not see that? Women need to reclaim their sexuality. That's why she's on her hands and knees for a guy and he's grabbing her by the hair, so she's reclaiming it. Nowadays, when a woman sexualizes herself, it's wrong. Everybody knows that when you release an album cover, the first half is problematic, and then they release the rest of the album cover where it's not problematic. Duh. This is how Sabrina expresses herself. I don't understand what the big issue is. Yes, every time she does something sexual on stage, she ends up removing that from her act later on after she gains popularity, but this is what she wants to do. This is her brand, and this is who she wants to be.
But people are really upset about this album cover with the position Sabrina Carpenter is compared to the man with the title of the album, Man's Best Friend. So it's very special as she is. And that's the thing for me. So you guys say your opinions in the comments, but this is her brand. She did a song called Bedchem and did positions on stage every single night, different ones. Like this is her brand. She is catering to men because men are very easily catered to, and she's catering to women because she's being sarcastic of, yeah, like, this is funny because we wouldn't actually do this, like, you know, like, we can control the men or yada yada yada, like,
She's pandering to all of you. You guys are fine, okay?
that's how I see it. I want to hear your side in the comments. We're here for discussion, guys. I'm too tired today. I can't, we ain't doing nothing mean today, okay? And I have overall arching point that I'm going to get to at the end, so stay tuned to kind of see where it all connects, okay? But the next woman we're going to talk about is actually Sydney Sweeney. I said them out of order earlier, but we're going to talk about Sydney Sweeney. Now, Sydney Sweeney is an actress who acted in Euphoria, and she has played very specialized roles. And so she made a bar of soap and basically a soap line. There was some liquid soap too that was called Sydney Sweeney's bathwater.
I don't know. I guess I'm not woke. Okay, fine. You win with your gay stuff. That's what you want, right? To win.
And people started cutting holes in the center of them. I actually have a video talking about this. If you want to click this, or like I'll have some in the description. Go watch that after this. It's good. I do pretty good on that video. I have to say. I'm proud. Anyway, don't know. And so she's catering obviously to men who want to buy her bath water, and it's actually kind of funny. But as we talked about in the other video, the problem is people took that a step further and cut holes in the soap, pretending that it was her who did it. So there's a whole issue in of itself there that people feel comfortable enough to be like, oh, there's a bar of soap, I'm sorry, it's bad. And I think an interesting thing here to note is how Sydney Sweeney has done this. It kind of puts a monologue, I don't even know, some sort of statement out there that it is okay to commercialize yourself and sell yourself in that way as long as it's monetized. Now, I think the problem with that is not all women want to do that, but they don't feel like there's a choice. So if you're gonna do that, you're gonna do it. It's not a big deal, but you have to understand the consequences that's going to come from that. There's a lot of women, including myself, I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be comfortable. There's a lot of women who wouldn't be comfortable. And I think it's not really believed that there's a choice. Like, you have to commercialize everything you do. Sweetie, you don't need to do it. You don't. And then the third lady we're going to talk about before we kind of do a quick little deep dive there is Bonnie Blue. Now, I have words about Bonnie Blue. I don't really have a problem with the other two ladies. I just think they're doing what they're doing to earn money. She slept with 1,000 men for charity gimmick. I thought that was interesting.
I mean, isn't that something that you would want to do privately though? Why did you try and glorify? That's my only issue. It's not that you want 1,000 men, because like I said, it's your body, do what you like. But it's the fact that you try to glorify it like it's a beautiful thing that you're doing, like every woman should do it, but it's not.
No, but I'm not saying every woman. I've never said that.
But you're saying if that's what you enjoy, you should go and do it.
Yeah, because if you enjoy something, I'm not saying that's 1,000
But what
men.
about if I said I really enjoy murdering people? Should I just go around and kill everyone?
No, because that's illegal. The difference is what I'm doing is legal.
Okay, but morally, take illegality out of it. Morally, they're both very wrong things to be doing.
Morals aren't factual. Everyone has different morals.
Yeah.
For some people, because I'm not religious, like, oh my God, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
Like, I've slept with 1,000 people, so now I'm going to hell. Like, morals aren't factual.
Okay.
So if you said, I enjoy murdering
But naturally,
people,
as humans, we are born with a set of morals. Naturally.
But
I also have a video about Bonnie Blue that I posted earlier this week that you should go watch, because that one was even better. Go watch it. Actually, I'm going to put it in a playlist. You know what? Just watch all of them. Come on, guys. All of them. They're good. If you watch them again. You know you love me. I love you guys. I promise. This is weird. And she is a superstar on a certain platform that I'm scared to say on YouTube. She also recently canceled her petting zoo stunt, where she was literally going to be in a glass box. She sold 2,000 tickets. 10,000 men signed up. 2,000 strangers were going to come in and be able to do whatever they wanted to her. Now, you might be saying, okay, that's gross and all, but like what's the big deal? With Bonnie Blue, and the reason why I have a problem with her is that we have interview clips of her saying that if she had a daughter and her daughter wanted to sleep with a bunch of men, she would encourage it. And in my head, I'm probably taking this far. I acknowledge that. But in my head, that translates to her previously saying that she gets off on men mistreating her. And she is saying that she is okay with men mistreating her daughter. Are you getting off on that? Does that thought get you off? That's gross. That's nasty. She said that she's also okay with sleeping with someone who just turned 18. That is, that's not okay, sweetie pie. That ain't okay. Don't do that. Protect the children. And this kind of calls up a conflict of 1, nasty, 2, nastier, 3, nastiest, and 4, But in all seriousness, God, this woman, excuse me, that's my shoe. This woman went and publicly not only published her fantasy, she made a predatory fantasy for men accessible and okay. I'm sorry, it needs to be talked about. Like, the men who participated in this, how's the divorce going? I don't think I could talk to any man who participated in this and have respect for that man. They probably don't care, which is fine, you know. Can't have respect for Bonnie Blue because she would publicize her kinks and fetishes like that. But this all kind of brings me to my main point here. Both sides are mad at each other and trying to blame each other, both men and women, and both are crazy. We all crazy all up in here. It crazy. Don't eat my shoe. Are you eating my shoe? Oh, he ate my shoe. Look, he ate my shoe. I like these boots, Gus. Girl, my camera ran out of battery. I'm back though. So we're gonna back up really fast. We're gonna take a step back, okay? Actually, I'm gonna get some props. So this is gonna be the dog side. This is gonna be the men's side. This is my little statue, remind me of my childhood dog, Buster. But this represents the men because men are dogs. Men are dogs. And then for little ladies, I have this little teddy bear, okay? This little teddy bear is gonna be the ladies because this is adorable. And I don't want my really cute teddy bear to remind me of this video, so. Women are mad at the men because men are disgusting. They're gross. And they digest this content and objectify these women and treat them like they can say whatever they want because they're on a screen. She was wearing a shorter skirt, whatever. She asked for it. Gross. Disgusting. Their point? Good point. Now the men are upset because no matter what they do, they are digesting sexualized content, even if they're avoiding it. Whether they want to or not, they're gonna scroll and they're gonna see a pair of little ladies on a screen showing a bra to sell. Women are just wearing a bra and that's it online to sell a bra. And these men are seeing this and, you know, of course, there are some men that are still disgusting. They are kind of forced into this over-sexualized world because women are claiming it as empowering. Now, I know it is for some women, and that is totally fine, but you have to know the consequences of it because their point is valid as well. Now, there's kind of a third little point that I'm gonna bring up. And that little point, oh, hi lady, she's cute. I'm gonna bring up Bonnie Blue again because I'm sorry, the issues. Her work industry, the industry, the biggest problem about that, because if you wanna be that type of star, if you wanna be that type of woman that empowers you, you know, do what you want. I really don't care. But the problem with that industry is it's predatory on young men. There are statistics out that little boys younger than 11 years old are getting hooked on these sites because they are not properly protected from their family, by their families, not from their families. You know how little girls are really protected? Like, don't go outside without mom or dad, you know? Like, usually little girls are a lot more protected. Little boys need protection too. That's a little point I had on the side. But we're gonna go back to this. Notice how both points were valid. Both points had sides that were a little much. Moral of the story, everyone's a bit crazy and, you know, maybe put a shirt on. Honestly, everyone needed a little roast here. You know, me myself, I clutch my pearls a little bit. I like to think I'm not a chronic pearl clutcher because I really don't care what you do with your life as long as you leave the kids alone. And that's kind of my main point. Leave the children alone. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Again, I have a whole playlist. Come watch this playlist. It is wonderful. You're gonna wanna be a part of it. And if you've already seen the video, you haven't seen it in a playlist, you haven't seen them all together, come watch it. Come watch it. And I'd love it if you subscribed. We are at 3,000 subscribers. That is amazing. Thank you so much for that. I am truly, truly grateful. I don't really know what to say. And also thank you so much for the encouraging comments. You guys genuinely make my day and I thank you. And to make your day, as promised, and then at the end of every video, here's a puppy. Say hello, little lady, my little baby girl. Say hello. She's looking, I have some food on my table. She's looking at that.